Valentine's Day is a day celebrating love and the heart. So what better way to show the one that you love that you care by taking advantage of this amazing, innovative technology available right here in the Bay Area. A heart scan that can easily show you if you have any heart issues in under 10 minutes. Joining us now with more is Frankie Maldonado with Lifeguard Imaging. Welcome to Bloom's Valentine's Day special, Frankie.
It's good to be here. I'm happy to be here.
So tell us how the heart scan works.
Well, it is a completely non-invasive scan where we actually hook up a couple heart monitors to your wrists. You pass through a machine in about 4 or 5 minutes. It's going to produce evaluations of whether or not there's any calcium that's developed within the arteries of your heart, which of course is the #1 killer of the #1 killer. Of all the cardiovascular diseases, heart blockages are the biggest killer. So we give you that information. The patients can then take a course of action with their doctors, and because of that, again, we're blessed to be saving lives.
And, you know, as you know, Frankie, but we're sharing with our viewers today, my husband Mark and I, we both got the scan done, and wouldn't you say it was super easy?
Very easy. Tremendously easy process to go through.
Yeah, it's like you get there on your appointment time and you go right through. There's no waiting. It's very comfortable. It's low radiation. So tell us, you know, what brought the heart scan to LGI?
Well, I mean, that's the biggest, again, the biggest killer in the world, not just the United States, is of course heart disease. And so what a perfect way to kind of try to minimize the number of potential deaths that are occurring from such a deadly disease by giving an early evaluation. You know, basically people have always used the markers of high blood pressure, high cholesterol levels, certain testings like an EKG or echocardiogram to let people know about their heart health. We're actually looking deep inside the arteries to see if there's a blockage, and again, that leads us into the many other scans we do where we detect hundreds of different potential cancers, but it all starts with the heart.
Now, Mark and I, we got really good scores. We did the entire body scan, which is obviously a great option because then it detects for hundreds of different types of cancer. So we wanted the full scan. But even with just the heart scan, we did okay, but it's great because now we have a baseline and we'll come to get the scan every single year.
Gail, that's exactly correct. So a lot of people may think that I get my one scan, I have a good scan, and I'm clean. And we hope that's the case, but tragically, the people who have high scores, they were zeros at one time. The people who have clean arteries or also in the other organs of their body have no cancerous tumors. They were at one time fine, so things are going to start at some point. That's exactly why we're evaluating every year. And one of the easiest examples is women get annual mammograms, and they're evaluating the mammary gland tissue for lumps, for masses. We're doing the same thing for the whole torso. Now, you guys are an anomaly, though. To have a couple that has a 0 calcium score, my wife's a 0, I'm not. It's a terrible thing, but.
Yeah, quick on the mammogram, I want to say I get my annual mammogram, but I'm really glad that I get my annual Lifeguard body scan.
Correct. Because
that just reinforces and even does a deeper dive as to, and I know you can't, you're not in the business of like telling people, hey, you need to go. You're not doctors, but you can certainly direct people to get the help that they need. Absolutely,
and in fact, we have been blessed to capture breast cancer in women who have had clean mammograms. But I want to make this clear, this is not a replacement for the mammogram.
Right.
The pathology of the mammogram is priceless. We just go a little bit deeper into the cavity of the chest and we're capturing things that are deeper in. And we've actually captured breast cancer in men. And Mark, we don't get mammograms,
yeah,
but we have tissue that could, of course, develop cancerous tumors.
Very cool.
And I want you to hear from some of the viewers. You would be amazed how many people call that Lifeguard Imaging saved their lives. Let's take a listen right now.
But I thought that it was invaluable, especially when we're working so hard to be proactive in our health and to think we're doing all the right things and not aware that this is an underlying issue that could have potentially taken his life. Wow. So from my perspective, I was just very grateful and very blessed that, that we met Frankie and we were able to, have this scan done.
Is it fair to say that Lifeguard Imaging saved your life?
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. We've told many friends, many of our neighbors, many friends to come and get this heart scan that, you don't want to assume anything.
Yeah, and Karen and Steve were like super active like us, and now they're going to go back annually as well. So Frankie, thank you so much. I mean, it's amazing what you guys are doing here in Tampa Bay.
Oh, I appreciate that, Gail. Mark, thank you guys very much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, well, what better way to show your Valentine that you love them? You can call right now, 813-524-1010, or visit lifeguardimaging.com to receive a complimentary heart scan and consultation when you mention Gail and Bloom. Again, nothing is more important than your heart health. So call now, 813-524-1010. We will be back with more Bloom right after this, so don't go away.
The preceding portion of Bloom was sponsored by Lifeguard Imaging.
You're watching Bloom, presented by Lifeguard Imaging, scanning the body for early detection of heart disease and hundreds of different forms of cancer. Call now, 813-524-1010 for your complimentary heart scan.